Now, the first masculine energy that turns a good girl wild on my list today is unapologetic eye contact. Now, my kings, this is where you look at a woman like you are deeply looking into her soul. You look at her like you know what she wants. Now, this is definitely going to melt a lot of women because it's going to just frighten her in a good way. She's going to sit and wonder, can he really see through me? Does he know me so well now? Why is he looking at me like he wants to see my soul? Can he read my mind? And once you're able to get a woman having a lot of thoughts about you, whether it's positive or negative, some way, somehow, you're already doing something right. Because for us women, it is about how you make us feel. So if you're able to make her feel something, make her wonder, make her think, what is going on? Why are his eyes so piercing? Can he see through me? You're already doing something right. So yes, my kings, you see that unapologetic eye contact is a masculine trait you should definitely have because it can turn the shyest of women wild. Believe me, once you're able to do it right and she gets all the sparks, all this, like I mentioned, being frightened in the good way, you're already headed to something great. You're already breaking her barriers. And there are high chances that she'll go wild on you in ways that even she herself would have never imagined she could go. Another masculine energy that turns a good girl wild is reading her cues correctly. Now, my kings, if you can read a woman's cues, it is going to drive her crazy because it is something we do hoping that you get, but somehow also expecting that you will not get it. Because we know that you men are more logical. You want to, if you need something, say it. Don't give me any signs and cues. So in as much as we want you to get it, we kind of expect that you will not get it. But if you're able to get it, if you're able to read a woman's cues correctly, you're able to tell what she's telling you with her cues, with her signs, without her actually having to say anything, you can turn the shyest of women to the wildest of women because she's going to definitely let her guard down with you. Because now she knows you get her. She doesn't have to do much. She doesn't even have to say anything. She just has to give her cues and you're going to get them. She knows you're going to understand her without her having to say anything. So she will gradually begin to loosen up. And believe me, like I mentioned in the first point, these things can actually make a woman go wild beyond what she would have imagined she is capable of. She can go wild in ways that she didn't even know was possible for someone like her because we're talking about the good girls here, the shy ones, the women who are not really about the whole going wild and stuff. But if you're able to read her cues correctly, you're likely to get her doing things she would have never imagined she could do. Another masculine energy that turns a good girl wild is responding to her cues. Now, my kings, you've read her cues correctly, and now you respond to them. You are going to drive just about any woman crazy with that because now it's not just that you get her, it's not just that you understand what she's telling you without actually saying anything. You are responding to them in the right ways. You do the right things. You respond to the cues she gives you in the right way. See, this is something that gradually breaks a woman's barrier because you see, the good girls, sometimes it's not that they cannot be wild, but most of the times it's either they are too shy to do that, so they might have never even experienced that part of themselves, or maybe they just don't trust that the man that they are going out to let their guards down towards can handle it. So because of that, they just feel like, okay, let's just keep it cool. Let's just keep it normal. But if you're able to break those barriers, if you're able to let her know that she can trust you and let her guard down with you, believe me, like I already mentioned, she's going to even wow herself. She's going to unlock sides of her that she never actually knew existed. And that will be you turning your good girl wild. And this is something I know men like. It's not just even men, even us women. When you ask us what we want in a man, you will hear most women saying, I want a good man, a man who is kind, a man who has the bad boy persona. So as much as we want you responsible, as much as we want you grounded, we still want to have a wild side of you that we can have all to ourselves. Because that's what actually makes it special. Now, when you're able to turn a good girl wild, she's going to be wild with just you. You are going to be the only one in the world that actually knows that side of her. I don't know if you've ever had a man saying something like people maybe commend him that his wife or maybe woman is quiet and cool, and he just laughs and be like, you don't know. He knows what you're talking about. Because for real, you don't know. You can't get it. There is a side of her that only him gets to see. And that is what we are talking about here. When you find yourself that right woman, that high value woman, the good girl, you should still be able to unlock that side of her that only you get to enjoy. Another masculine energy that turns a good girl wild is low, calm voice. Now, my kings, there is something a deep tone does to a woman's nervous system that I might not even actually be able to express. It is something that only a woman can understand. So if you're able to have that low, controlled voice, very calm, deep, and you use this, just imagine holding an unapologetic eye contact with a woman, reading her cues correctly, responding to her cues, and then speaking to her in a low, controlled voice. I don't know how many women can stand that without going wild on you. I don't know. It works magic because now you're not just getting one thing right. You're getting a lot of things right at the same time. You're making her feel a lot of things at the same time. And for us women, it is mostly about the feeling. So if you're able to get all those feelings popping up, like you're giving her variety, she's trying to get out of the unapologetic eye contact. Boom, you're hitting her with responding to her cues. Boom, you're hitting her with a low tone voice that is just driving her crazy. Of course, even the shyest of women can go wild on you. Now, the last masculine energy that turns a good girl wild on my list today is intentional touch. Now, my kings, touch is something amazing if you use it rightly. You see, when you're able to touch a woman intentionally, it's something that says, I see you, I'm in control, and you're safe with me. It can be something as simple as, because we are not even talking about the deep areas. It can be something as simple as holding her lower back while she walks through the door. You see, probably with a woman you're just getting to know, you're not really that free with to actually touch her in certain ways. Now, this is a great start because now you're letting her know that you're not afraid of touching her, because that's where a lot of kings get it wrong. Even if they want to touch, they are nervous about it. Some even go as, far as asking, can I touch you here? Can I hold your hand? Yes, that might sound respectful, but it doesn't really make a woman feel safe. And it is not going to break those barriers that we need broken so that this good girl can be your wild girl, can be wild with you. Because like I mentioned, that is what is amazing about it. That is what is interesting about it. Because you get to be the only one enjoying that side of her. You get to be the only one who sees that apart from her. And it is actually going to be a great discovery for some women because, like I already mentioned, most of them did not even know that they are even capable of being wild. So you are having a great time and you are also making her explore and have a great time as well because she's also discovering something. She's seeing something new about herself. And that indeed is going to be memorable for not just the woman, but also for you. So, of course, touch intentionally. It doesn't have to be anything grand, like I said, because, yeah, you're trying to gradually let this woman slow down and just, let her guard down with you. And that is why this intentional touch lets her know that she's safe with you. It can also be something as subtle as maybe touching her knee mid-convo. You see, you're not doing too much. It is not really sexual, but she knows that first you're not afraid to touch her, you're not afraid to be in control. And that means that she can let her guards down and just, sink in and let you take charge and let you lead. And that, of course, can turn any woman wild with you. Even the shyest, the most calm, the ones who didn't even know they could do that could really go wild on you. And yes, my kings, I'll be going in depth on the art of touch on the next video. So please do not miss it. So that's it for this video, my kings. These are 5 masculine energy that turns good girls wild. Please do let me know if you found this video interesting and informative as well. Do watch, subscribe if you haven't done that already. Turn on the notification bell, like this video, drop a comment down below, share this video with your family and friends, and see you in the next one. Bye.